of us going the voice now Uduota with the original from independent television. And you know, every Monday and every Friday we come here for different issues, political discourse and different other things we say they happen for inside Obodo Nigeria. Today again we don't come and the different things we say they happen inside this country. And I will talk. On last week Friday, yes we did here, and rather yes on Monday we talk about all the issues we get to do with the election for Nigeria and many things we get to do with young people. Today again we don't raise the bar more. Now we look at fuel. We see some people import come Nigeria. Number one, till now we never get refinery, or rather refineries from Nigeria. The four of them not the work. We just waste money for refinery, and when they carry fuel from here, go Belgium, they refine, can't get petrol. Today, the fuel they use now, a bad one. So can't enter this country, we say, you know, good, we say they square so many things. Now, this is the center of discussion this evening, as we say, some members of us already can say yes, so this kind of thing, we say for this country. You know, and then and I would my brother, H.R. Aerobe. H.R., good evening.
I greet you, my brother. I greet you now.
My brother, again, it's no idea, boy, they will talk for her. H.R., good evening.
Good evening, viewers. Good evening.
Yes, so first we also join via Zoom. We also join the former president of TUC, will be Peter Iseletu, where they discuss different issues we get to do. Then our brother Frank Amigo will also see face for inside the program. But more will talk on the matter of this thing. HR, few days ago, then Nigerians come begin to see another kind of fuel. This fuel now, it is fuel motor. And so many people they complain. So many backlash and different work don't talk. You don't hear about them?
I don't hear. Now Nigeria's situation be that. You know, say now you know, we will say thought is not the finish for story. Anytime where you talk story, you the next thing where you want here now, waiting thought is do again. Now waiting Nigeria, waiting they do again, now be the matter we just day board. Nigeria will be the largest producer of crude in Africa, and I can be the largest importer of refined petrol in Africa. That's an irony. An irony in two senses. One, in one sense, person where they produce raw material for finished product, not supposed to be the person where they buy the finished product more. But that is the situation where the Nigeria. And we define why and reasons. Plenty talk now in day, because now Nigeria situation now be this. Why government, if we say government now, NNPC, the body where they in charge of how petrol will take come, how they will take sell, how will they make gain, why they will come out to tell us say they don't know, say what did they bring come, you know, correct. They don't know say they add water join oil. They don't know say they put chemical join oil. All those kind of talk. Don't be waiting we supposed to the hear. In Senate climb, people like the person where they directly in charge, Mela Carey, not supposed to the talk now at all. It will just hide in face, because even the marketers where then they accuse, one of them, MRS, say now NNPC, now they import the one when you don't even buy, and now they export and say waiting them bring, you know, correct. Then NNPC say now I accuse you, you accuse me. Now the situation be now. So government come they look who true import this fuel. NNPC say now these four companies one do they Makina whatever day MRS day if they can't name for say now they bring and come. And you know say for Nigeria, anything where they happen, now me they talk and say nothing happens by chance. And there are no coincidences. We will say now like this, now like this. No, everything is planned. For example, as it happened now, government can withdraw 300,000 tons of oil. Say make them keep on first. Immediately, they can bring another 500,000 tons to replace what they hold, put on hold. And a person they send. May go bring 500,000. The people when they say import bad fuel, 300,000 tons that then bring go. Now government say no. Since they don't spot and say methanol day, we will explain what that one mean later. Make them suspend that one. They call same person quick. Go again, go bring. That one don't bring 500,000 tons.
Okay, 500,000 tons. For on Monday, ITV Radio will do one event they call that's the love program we want to do for inside the Amazing Grace for inside Ababa, and I believe say all our ITV people will do there, and we invite everybody for inside this country. When we say they watch this program, make come join us for that Valentine's show we want to do on February 14. But we'll just play the advert and we'll come back to that shortly. All right, we still work at the Go program Adulterated television. Make we welcome our brother, Frank Amego, in our lecturer at the same time. Man of God, good evening, sir.
We don't know, for us, good evening.
Yes, sir. You don't see the narration when HR they talk about this fuel and how it take on and all that. So, what to be your own take?
Well, I happy say. Big brother, no say President Buhari. I have to do this one because the way the fuel matter take happen, now what really affect everybody for the economy. It is difficult to even think say the millions of liters that they bring, say that one what will happen by chance. Because now 290 million liters now they import in total. And even some of my friends who are into the business, now they don't fit before now, you understand? Well, the good thing is that they don't identify the problem now, and they don't take measures to correct them. For me, I just feel say this kind of errors not be what suppose they exist for our system, based on the fact saying that swap what they do, and a lot of Nigerians rely on those things. Because logistics to supply those products to the different states where they use them, now one of the most challenging aspects, you get the point. And the aftermath of how the authority resolve the problem, that ain't been my concern before now. So as I hear say that they want blender, I think that is a good way to go. Because if you want evacuator, where you want evacuator put, you understand? And that sort of product is still affect the wildlife where they inside anywhere with the throw out. So to me, I think they're very sad story, and like you talked just now when it concerns the NNPC and the usually for civilized society, which I know say the efforts they go on now. When something like this happen, there must be people who will trade blame. This was the NNPC bring up. NNPC that this importance and marketers bring up. What I don't really quite understand is a product, when I read one publication through the NNPC, say the methanol and the ethanol presence for the product, not be waiting at the check for the manifest. That will not add up, because if this stuff affects the product, then in that sense, they're not supposed to ignore the presence of that chemical for the particular product.
Yeah.
So when they talk about a very huge economic deficit, slow down in activities, and I'm personally also happy that me at the time I even think say maybe political undertone there, because the number what they bring, not be even at 30 million liters, not be 20 million, not be 50 million, over 200 million liters. Can't be like say we're going to create hardship for our people, and for me I think I will just be modest, because government don't put in effort to blend down, so that may not be like say they lost out outright.
Maybe we never enter that bleeding. Frank, two things that happen. Timid receiver. No, first of all, Abakari, Millie year rather, the NMC NNPC Oga don't come out, they apologize to Nigerians. Then later, we timid receiver go brief Mr. President about this fake fuel or bad fuel. From there, President consider they should give the MD of a midstream and downstream this inquiry will be Farouk Ahmed. Granted. Now the question is, the mistake they make, say they no check the methanol. Say we know our protocol or whatever They know they check methanol. Okay. The question is, why are we still here?
What happened for Nigeria recently? You think, as a Sydney Shocker, they talking, he beat me holo. And as a guy are talking just now, say, this one is methanol. They call this one off specification. Now they tag this one so. The methanol level can increase well, and it can damage motor. There are 3 times, and the 3rd time this thing happened for Nigeria. The first one during the time of President, military president, 1997. That's Sani Abacha. If it happen, they can't tag him. Say the name now foul fuel. That means it smell like rotten egg. That one can't come, it can't go. Then the year 2008, we still get the same problem under late President Uduota. And that one, the problem with that one gets now ethanol. You're not supposed to do that at all. The quantity say about 20% of ethanol can enter inside. And this one now methanol. That ethanol we did 2008, not supposed to do that at all. But methanol now part of the composition. We make sure say because of Nigeria, maybe like that. But they can't add too many things join out of the methanol. What the meet a chance at the talk just now? Why as they check? This is a Belgian petrol vessel, that's a bad Belgian motor. Now from Belgium take place. Then for the time of Uduota from Switzerland. So why they say you want to check something? The things where simply they add join them. Like if you want to eat food now, you put up on say pepper too much. Because pepper is a normal thing for food. Salt too much, salt is normal. So suppose check the percentage. Waiting MD of NAPC talk, waiting Minister of State for Petroleum talk, me no agree. Because as they do inspection, when the petrol leave Belgium, they check, they give certificate say it okay. But the court say they not check methanol. I don't believe that one. As it land for Nigeria, they check them. All those NAPC agencies, they check them, they say the thing good. So not be only MD they'll give query to. Because not be every day they go feed. People go there, they go feed. As my dad itself most times, say federal government. He said no, he get people with the federal government where they create problems. Not be President Buhari go there everywhere. So people there specifically, all those inspectors, they're supposed to give them query. That's number 1. Number 2, if you give them a query, nourish. Oga Minister of State for Petroleum say they will compensate people possible ways. Let's say use them possible ways. And I will know the number of people where their vehicles don't damage. And now we did Nigeria. Who they able to their mechanic workshop since last year? You go come say they don't damage my motor. You go buy 1 liter, pour for your in tank. So at the end of the day, I don't know how we'll take solve this matter. If you give query, but was genuinely sufferers, let those who are in Lagos, then go really suffer. I know say some of those things petrol don't enter Benin, but not many as they claim. Now mostly Lagos, people were the end users to provide them. How many them be? Whether not true, whether not be true, that's not a big problem. And some of that states now, they say they claim say if it be true, if it not be true. This evening I was saying for RTV news, the person say he don't buy. Maybe because they don't say federal government go compensate. As I talked before, who want to do workshop since last year, you go buy 1 liter. You go look for that bad petrol buy. That petrol that will be hot cake. If you want buy and say 1,000 per liter, you go buy so that government will repair your engine. Because I see somebody for where they work yesterday, he say he buy that petrol, say the engine don't knock. I say I know you now, you know you buy more than 5 liters. How the thing cause knock? So we can't laugh over them. Already people they program their minds to harvest from something like this. Very unfortunate.
Aisha,
Yes.
you say that point where they make that when you anchor them, the seeming argument between these people, the
MRS.
NFPC and MRS, because NFPC come and mention MRS, commercial Uando, commercial Duke Oil, then Emadeb Consortium.
That's one.
Yes.
When we say convention. So this quarter, what do we do them? Maybe just throw more light on that one.
Okay. You see, anything goes in Nigeria in the sense that we don't even know who now to blame because the blame game don't start. Before now, NNPC had the sole responsibility to import fuel. That was what they made us understand. If this one no happen now, me no go even know say any other person fee import fuel for Nigeria because NNPC now get the license to import, and now they come they lease these things to people to make them import. How it dey happen? Sometimes NNPC now will bring and come, then it will give these people that will now give to us. Sometimes, like as it happen now, with the one where they call direct purchase, direct sales. This time now, they don't need NNPC. And then you just go back home, anyhow when they take buy, then they will ship and come, begin sell direct. Straight from the tank, from the vessel into tanks, straight they start to distribute. But what will happen? The percentage what would they talk just now, the methanol level for any normal fuel now 2 to 3%. But the 2 to 3.
Yeah, it's 20 now.
But the one will happen now can be 20. Then we can read. I can read some papers say it gets some country where they use up to 20. India, for example, now then they use. So this kind of fuel suppose go that area, not before Nigeria. India they use them with this the where it is high. So, but as NNPC talk say they no check that one not be part of waiting then they check before they bring them. He say now so we they do them before now be Nigeria thing. Bring and come then go buy. Now me know my people. Now problem dey. You say oh that thing where they can't discover now not suppose they there. Now the people where you want who you want blame now is it the importer? Importer will go Belgium where they know that Nigerians now then they there. Who wants certify and say go for Nigeria and a Nigerian in right time. Importers only pay. And what they say make them do, pay for regulatory agency, pay for certification, pay for transportation. They don't pay. Normally, the way they buy fuel, they don't buy. Now, as it come Nigeria, there's another body we're supposed to look what they bring come. Because sometimes, if you go carry fuel, you can't say now water. So between Belgium and here, now they can add what they add. No. So the importers they get ground here very well, very strong one because not be there they check. Now NNPC, now it's supposed to check. There's a regulatory body.
But you say that was also that the one NNPC brings. Now this in there.
No, but no, not be this one now.
Okay.
That one was before now.
Okay.
Say the one where they say they discovered January 20th. Say now NNPC, that bring the one when in buy, when it come they say. What is the problem? Waiting day. Not be different metal, no matter. Not be say they put sound or anything. See, but it's not fit for Nigeria use. That be the matter. It's not fit for Nigeria because not be Nigeria they suppose use that kind of fuel. It's good in other places. Now what are they going to do? NNPC is saying, now you bring and come. These people say, no, but they bring and come. So until they don't investigate, we know if we talk now. The House say, make
NNPC say we bring and come.
NNPC say now the importers,
they
bring and come.
Okay.
The four companies.
Those
the four companies say,
Don't fit deny.
yes. Now
all the I think was it one to
one don't challenge
Documents say
NNPC.
na wetin important.
Yes.
They don't fit deny.
Okay.
You know why?
They may not deny it because papers they. But waiting then they talk, we say, not be them supposed check. And they buy, now then they buy. As it were, because they are buying. A Nigerian certified it in Belgium, say it good. As it reach here, before they start to distribute, they say it good. Now midway, as they know they buy, they use, and they can say, oh, something there. They can say, waiting there. They can check, say the chemical composition for this one is different from the normal one when then they use. So who is at fault? One, the regulatory body they, people they vessel with that power, engineers, chemical engineers and the rest, we suppose look these things to say this one not be for us. So why not come bring this one come? Then NNPC will give license, will they oversee all. Suppose no, even from the Antwerp, where you come up for Belgium up to Nigeria, they suppose know. So let the blame game continue. We want to see where it go end.
Okay, now the blame game now. Now the man where president may they give a query the MD of midstream and
regulatory authority.
Now that will also that will get your blame.
That's a Nigeria.
What about the consumer protection?
Many persons get blame. Now I just talk just now. The man will certify, he get blame. The man will load down, he get blame. The man will offload, he get blame. The people will bring and come, we don't know what they buy, they get blame. Then the regulatory body, they get blame. Standard of nation, he get blame. Consumer Protection Agency, they get blame. But who will go flog now? Until the house, the committee where they said to make them investigate this matter, come out with their report. And you know, say in Nigeria we did. They will say they will bring out report until there is a white paper. Not the white paper they do talk. You can give a report until there is a white paper to really say, now this person is wrong. You cannot say anything. The one where we just talk here now, what they call conjectures. We just guess, say permutations. Now say it will be, that maybe say it will be. Maybe we see the white paper first. The Okosi say they will say, oh, it was actually not so. It was really so. I mean to say, I say to me.
Let's even read the what also.
To respect to my big brother, you don't really understand fully the trading trading engagement of importers on this product. For those who understand the market, ordinarily, I get friends with the do. I don't really know say NNPC don't really get blame. Do you know why? The ones who NNPC they do now swap that they do. So that has been ongoing for a long time, and there's a standard of that operation. The only aspect will be saying NNPC, they feel say, okay, NNPC gets more blame because as they bring out this.
They get more blame.
Wait now.
No, you say the NNPC not get blame. Now you also say they get more blame.
Okay. When I say NNPC not get blame, they don't say the importers who they mention so say bring this product. They could have gone to bring this product in a hurry to meet up with the supply from NNPC made they bring for them. That is why they will bring product we're supposed to go another country with high methanol to Nigeria. NNPC will get the highest responsibility and the most to lose. You get what you not expect people to do now. You not feel expect somebody to come to the studio now where you know the value of money, you just break camera. So these importers, as NNPC to identify them, because it take NNPC time to identify these people where bring them.
If you say NNPC don't get blame, who will engage these people?
See, let me tell you, even if NNPC engage those people, that person go employ driver. You employ driver, not mean make you drive your entire hole.
So the activities of these people, the NNPC is not supposed to be monitored.
At some point, as issues don't come up, so when it comes to importation, people where they import get the sole responsibility to make sure that the product that they import meet the standard specification where they give you.
NNPC give people contract say, if for instance you say they not get blame,
for you now,
you say they not get blame, they are importing freight to Nigerians.
For you now, if you yourself those the show say you still not get the understanding, ask person to give you specification where you go, what you go bring for them.
Okay.
Because people may be dubious, they rush. Maybe time frame there for them to bring out.
Okay.
If they feel they don't meet up within that time frame, because everybody get program supply across the world. The refinery not the same only in Nigeria now. They can quickly run and think say true bag or they think big product we made from.
So if you are saying that individuals, somebody can just wait. NNPC will engage your conclusion is that NNPC can engage somebody to do a job. Then the person will just bring it out. Point in the public without their knowledge. That's the point. You say I don't have the understanding.
No, you don't have the understanding.
No, if I don't have the understanding, no, wait.
Let me tell you.
Wait. How not to get the understanding?
Okay,
NNPC will engage a particular company to import fare, then they will not check it.
The first time.
No, wait. Watch out, is not the first time. Is there anyone that not supposed to check?
Listen now.
Anyone there not supposed to check?
Listen now. There are certain things that be supposed to be standard. That I can just tell you if you listen to me. If person come here, you know what they use money do. You know go break camera. So the idea is that we know say Nigeria standard at 2% or 3%, which he has already clearly stated. So Nigeria NNPC authority not expect any importer. You know the kind of business they talk about.
But there no need to no. There is no need. No, see now, Mr. President,
bring something they beyond a particular requirement.
And
so the only way NNPC go to find out now from these reactions from the public, which will now make them go back to investigate what happened and do the correction. Your body feel the pepper you. You feel assume say the blame is it lies on NNPC Nobody go see who they drive car today. Person wey dey drive car for 2 years, when you know, you dey give them your key. On a good day, maybe you don't know say the person drunk, or you don't know say you go do the wrong thing, or you don't know what they think. You carry your key, drive the motor, enter war. People not gonna blame you, say why you give the person your key now. So NNPC was caught unaware to a large extent because these people not be small players. It's true.
Look at
See, that will tell you.
It's not, don't believe that. Don't believe that. Don't go for it. Okay, yes. I thought I don't read. Make it talk. 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 Let her talk small. Let her talk small.
Listen to waiting NNPC talk. On Wednesday, MRS Oil Nigeria said the gasoline it had received from Latisco was unstable. Listen now, Latisco, where would they talk so now NNPC, now be that, now bring up. Now so MRS off. Now listen, he said the quality certificate for those cargoes issued at the loading port in Belgium indicated that the gasoline complied with Nigeria's specification.
Yeah, because the importer are compromising.
Now so carry talk.
Now they compromising.
And now if we say carry, not be NNPC.
Carry just said to you.
Now so
Carry just said to you.
Wait, no, allow him to allow him to educate. No, allow him to educate people.
You see,
no, wait, let me write him. Yes, wait, allow him to educate people. Allow him to educate people. No, allow him. No, allow him to educate people. No, make him educate people first. No, let him educate people.
No, not be me write this one.
No, let him educate people. No, let him educate people.
Quality certificate for those cargoes issued at the loading port in faraway Belgium indicated that the gasoline complied with Nigeria's specification. Now, so NNPC talk. Okay, carry. Now they come Nigeria.
Yes.
As they come, they declare that it did not comply with Nigeria's specification.
After I don't reach outside.
After I don't reach.
Use them. So don't you know with common sense, NNPC they cut on away.
After I don't.
Because if people say now important, now go manipulate that document.
Okay.
Because what NNPC say
now further.
So when you say NNPC is caught unaware, what does it imply?
Because you know what, NNPC will get the
NNPC is caught unaware. You say it's not to be blamed.
Right now, as a regulatory will not stupidly import 290 million liters worth of petrol, billions of naira just to claim say waiting. I'm one of the think now. You think anybody we want to do bad or want to do wrong?
No, we are talking of, listen, I mean we take them easy. We are talking of blame game. Yes. Who to blame? Now we they talk so. We don't identify them. Even from the Minister of Petroleum to be blamed, that is the President. I hope you are aware.
Some people get 5%, some will get 10%, some will get 50%. At the top say NNPC gets more blame. I never established that.
No, now waiting NNPC talk with that.
Okay. So for NNPC to tell you.
No, initially he said NNPC don't get blame. Later it gets more blame.
So you're not gonna let me land.
I will let you land. What you say? You first say you get blame. What I say you get more blame.
Again.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is because it said NNPC did not include methanol in the list of specifications prior to this. Why did they not include it? Why would NNPC not include methanol to be checked? Why?
Because you know why?
How you want to talk? You want to talk for NNPC now?
I just said to you now.
Okay.
There are certain things you expect to be basic. It be like say when you're there abroad, you don't go driving school. As you come junction, everybody know what to do automatically. The only reason why there will be issues when person was supposed to wait, make this one pass, enter. Accident happen.
Okay.
You know the volume of transaction.
Yes, I understand you. Understand.
You know, expect them to do that thing.
Frank.
This one never happen finish.
Okay, yeah. Bond the other side. Bond the other side.
So the way I see this matter, it be like say you they work for somewhere. Just let me use ITV now. Now come say I need extra camera. When I get contractor. The person called so many contractors. So they can't bring one part of contractor can't bring one camera. As we bring camera, he gets a department for ITV where go receive them.
Yes.
So the public can't receive them. Then cameraman want use now the bulb blow.
No, they show negative.
They show something. So now first, who bring that camera? You get query.
Who receive them?
Who receive them? Get query. Then from there, even as I try read where I didn't start with the talk. Say 1997, they use late military administrator, president Abacha. They tag him to his name. Say Johnny Abacha's regime, 1997. Yeah, not the Abacha Kosambo. 2008, they say during the time of Yaradua. So this one na 2022 during the time of President Muhammadu Buhari.
Okay.
So everybody get blamed. And the percentage when we go give na NNPC, na the largest percentage. Because now you be the regulator of all of this.
Yes.
If I go to your store now and buy something, you can't load the things for bag. Now my duty as a buyer to check them one by one. For them to talk say they know they check for meat and all. That thing.
Nairo.
As a scientist, now greatest you withdraw their license. Because now part of the ingredients of the petrol where you bring come. As you know the ingredients A, B, C, you know the percentage S, Y, Z. As they deliver to you, you go check. I don't go petrol station one time. They say that they discharge. I said they said like that. I said no. They're going to discharge finish. They will come measure them before start to the sale. Why they not sell them as they discharge? Because most times the tanker driver go remove some for road. Then they can't discharge small for inside. So if you accept her like that, the owner of the station will hold you responsible. So when they don't discharge, they come bring one long stick will be metal, go deeper inside, go they write something. So NNPC ultimately now you send those people a message. As they come back, oh God, don't go come. Okay, bring the things when you back home. That's why Minister of State for Petroleum talk for the matter concern them. That's why they bring them before Federal Executive Council. They bring them now national issue. So at the end of the day, all of them get blamed. But if I want to give blame, the NNPC will give more to.
And President Muhammadu Buhari?
Yeah.
Because I be the Minister of Petroleum.
Yes.
Oh, the Minister?
Yes.
No blame go to President Buhari.
Okay,
now these dubious people, we don't make anything.
Why you give dubious people work?
The dubious, what you they talk now today they begin deal with MRS. MRS not be big company. You don't know which of those companies they mention when NNPC mention will be baby. Which of those companies start yesterday? These are multi-billion-dollar companies. Because so they decide to do something wrong, no. NNPC now did the position now to come sanction them the way they're supposed to sanction them properly. So that next time that kind of nonsense they're not going to do it because now common man is suffer. Okay, you never talk about say who we want blame whether the NNPC or President Muhammadu Buhari. If you still be in our position, just to go do an act. Just to make the map government look bad. Since when President Buhari come, fuel just balance, supply just balance. Over 6 years, nobody they complain. 7 years, nobody they complain. Now they want to look for one thing to do, if one day gullible and one sided. But at the end of the day now, when we go talk the matter as it be, we go burn out because you know if you blame those people for what happened. Now those people will know where we're supposed to do the right thing.
We go buy and come.
Now then they go hammer.
Actually, one thing, NNPC don't apologize to Nigerians for inside the matter. They also say they will compensate.
Yes.
Two things we some Nigerians can't tell us before I enter to the BC. Number one, for now we be the second, is it fourth most corrupt in West Africa? The last Transparency International report. So,
trial number 4.
No, I said no.
Number 1.
No, but in the world we are 180 something. No. So,
we try.
Again, what they say, I gave the anchor, but I'm not just say the figure correct. The idea what I want to be say, as to speak, even if they say they won't compensate, it's going to be difficult. Number one.
Yes.
Two, people will say their motors spoil.
They are corrupt.
They know it will not. You see the way this country they go, Nigeria, people will they watch. Now, if for any reason we are looking for data or anything in this country, we cannot get it.
Yes.
How? Because no information, nothing. Now this country go see say somebody go be 85 years in younger sister. Go senior. In younger sister go celebrate 90 years. The him when will be senior, it will be 60, it will be 85. No, wait now. Maybe the country there is no data to. So even if we want to say, maybe we check who in motor. Somebody called me for Welu Road for Edo State and tell me about 3 people. But even if you want to, and you know, in Nigeria too, I remember I want to think about. I remember they do one road to go Benin Ochi Road. As the federal government just had to grade the road, some people don't come begin they dig foundation, they build house overnight. Say government built road
for their land.
Road past their land. That is the mentality. So you can say for everything they do for this country, no data.
Yes.
Age will not get for all this to capture this will not get. I know of a former governor that way get told about is it about 10 international passports?
Huh?
Yes, for this country.
Well, it is just on data.
So yes, now be correct now.
The Egyptian pyramid, the pharaoh, they built the
but yes.
So what about our morality?
Okay, let me ask you now. If we say
we not get data, can't we just be honest? If I don't buy for spoil my car, why I will go talk say I buy for spoil my car?
but is that what we do?
Morality.
Yeah, that's what we do. So fine.
I dey wait for my question.
The area when
people are not just sincere. They talk true, the enemy of everybody.
So the area
true, they must hear them.
Okay, the area what I want to hear. I can't do one research. It will take, for instance, if the federal government say they want to reblend, because this fuel now they call it off-spec fuel. We say enter the country, they want to reblend, and we get about 307 million liters. When we say they come quarantine for one place, when those ones they don't leave them
with face mask.
They quarantine those fuel for them. Now, for instance, if we get like 200,000 liters, to reblend 200,000 liters, we'll use about 800,000 liters.
They do.
So, number one, who is going to bear the cost?
Yes.
Two, all of those things, even the tank self, they need to come go the water to flush that. Then the fuel itself, if there's something they don't open up, it will cause environmental damage. Where do we go from here?
Well, I think scientists will have a proper answer to that. From the layman perspective, we know that as government don't do that one, like I dey talk, nothing happens by chance in this country. Now me, they tell you just and say, already, even as they suspend that one, 500,000 tons don't come.
Bad one.
No, good one. NNPC don't give license to trading firm. Oh yeah, make una come. So people are gaining already. You see, one man's they say one man's fall, now be another man's rise. People are already gaining. Now you are talking of blending. Where the way scientists know what to do there. However, if you will come, they say you take 3 naira, they find 1 naira. Now loss be that. It is already a loss. Now it's going to be a comprehensive loss for these companies who can't bring these things. Now be the matter now said. Then go sue. The people will have to sue. The person will give them certificate say now good product now they buy. You know, no, just they look at like this. If me want buy this your phone now, you say it good. Now it good write certificate for me say it good. You write down. That one I guarantee. Say me if we challenge you, if anything happens, you go refund my money. Will they go back to Belgium and act? Yes, it is possible. Because that one not be waiting, they say they want buy. Now fraud be that. Nigeria, that is the first step. We'll first of all go to the source, that Antwerp, where they import this for and say, no, give me my money back. Now government must
change it.
Or give us the no. That one is not for Nigeria to determine. Now to send and go back. But again, they say
that is the cost.
To take
the
carry
cost
this
of sending
thing
it
go
back
back
to that country.
now,
Who go bear
now loss. But now insurance day in all of these trading protocols. Because as they buy them, chances are that if you not good, you will return. If that agreement day, Nigeria no will too worry. But may you not come be saying that the poor man for street, now they come to suffer, be say, you know, we know can't tell us say for no day. Or who we want to not spoil like we know how Nigerians be. This one are just talk. Not be say it will happen. Nobody is compensating anybody. The 5,000 naira money when they say they give to the poorest of the poor, where who they don't pay?
Supposed to pay press
so
government.
May we forget?
500,000 metric ton.
May we forget?
Supply.
Wait first, see.
No.
May we take it easy.
When you talk, you will let them.
You know, I know they like put maybe no put politics into the matter. When you want share, if you want share, it go hard. That's what we are saying. One, we don't have data. 2, we are not truthful people. 3, even the presidency, from the presidency down to the lowest, nobody is telling us the truth. We don't know until it will come to a head. Like they have done now, you said they just quickly suspended that, say make it not land again. Which means even the oil where we dey talk of petroleum, it's still the IC. They say the one where they never drop, make it stay. The one wey don't do circulation, make them mop them up. Then fresh one don't come. People don't already dismantle to the bank already. This one are even importers we no fair get license because these 4 monopolize on before. Now new people now bring down. So we will pray president for making markets open for all markets.
And also for querying the number 1 for being truthful, and also to query the downstream MD and
salute for the president.
People.
And again, the committee in the National Assembly for rising up to the occasion to say, let them investigate this matter. No, they should rise up.
Okay, Frank. Time not there again.
Okay,
You get one thing where somebody sent for here. Inside the talk small now. How many refinery will get? I don't think you get some children. They never ask you when they say, Daddy, how come that we have 4 refinery and yet we are seeing imported fuel?
Waiting unfair talk about. They sack all workers of NNPC. They pay their salary every day. Now here, we won't go on strike now, ASU, so they don't pay our money. The next thing, labor minister also say, no work, no pay. NNPC they work. Why do they pay them? That's the first question.
We get 4
they pay them big money
tomorrow
every
they
time.
pay their staff and they don't work.
What do they pay them for? So the money that they use, not this acquisition start time, but you don't tell where it starts. Now agreed corruption. That the money that they carry crude oil, go that side. Because they use money to carry and come back. And all the crude oil they sell since barrel upon barrel. Where the money? If only one they work now, we don't say, okay, we they challenge. We feel take care of 20%, then 80% we will import. Then the following year we will increase to 30, 50, up to 100%. Now, the refineries, TAM, say turnaround maintenance. Anything that goes around doesn't go far. You don't go around there, you don't go anywhere, you don't go far. So the truth about NNPC for Nigeria, they never talk about. And that's not going to do with any party, any North or South, because North and South don't be president. Christian Muslim don't be president. So that's the same thing. It's just like 2 things where they unite Nigerians. One, football. Nigeria versus, see, everybody will form nationalism now. Another thing is corruption. You don't respect of the divide. One say money to share, everybody will agree. So no one party or region of Nigeria don't tell us the truth. Say why refinery is not the work. All the money don't pump inside. Where the results? And what people they work for there, they promote them every year. Over what? So all those questions, now maybe the next set of leadership now go answer them. As God body leave next year now, I'm not sure say that concern again. So now for Nigerians to rise up, all those NGOs, national, international civil rights groups, they never rise up one day as they do NSAS. More do NNPC. Say what happened to refineries? Nobody want to go near there at all. That's the challenge right now.
Yes.
Your children never ask you that question.
They will ask, and they have asked. Nothing will happen until this business angle to it is stopped. You see this importers, so now they make no work, because if it's working, they will not import. They will not bring it there. Nigeria must turn crude to Belgium. It's making billions of money of naira to some persons. In 2021, Nigeria used $43 billion to import fuel into the country in 1 year. Convert them to naira. You will see, say, even our budget when we talk, wait till they talk bring and come. Don't be saying now, markets now be that. What is the job of NNPC now? NNPC now, storage. As they bring and come, they will bring storing and distribution, not refinery, not refining, nothing. There's nothing. They will extract and then give out. So the chain in the command, they say they work. It's not very correct to say they are not working. They are extracting. The crude way that they get, now NNPC they bring up. So they are extracting. They will work. But they know they finish the thing. It be like recently, from my house, I can't sell coconut, give some people. They come buy them. And when I come ask, this one when you come buy, so what do you want they can do? He say, if they go do nursery. They may go check how much they sell nursery. Whereas they go buy one coconut, raw one, 100 naira, you go sell nursery, 1,000 naira. You know, say, na me be the crude now. Crude oil, when they give am out, then he will go sell back to me because I need to replant my farm. Me will go buy 1,000. I can say, okay, now what did they happen for Nigeria? Now it be this. So that kind man, he no go like make me know say I go feel raise nursery myself. He go say, Oga, they give me the products so that I will do am, come give up to you, make you take make bigger farm. NNPC refinery, the refinery in Nigeria will not work because it is a government venture. And until government removes hand from these businesses, it no will work. Because you they see say the Dangote oil go soon work now. They don't even government, Nigerian government no go buy shares in a private company. Say no only you go get them. This is a one-man business. You go buy shares, say we will join you. That means that they put money into that man's business for it to thrive, leaving our own moribund. So it will not work because we are Nigerians.
Yes, sir. Before come here, may I congratulate you small because this evening, President Mama Buhari come to say make the put young people, some very young and skillful young people into some. I think he mandated the chief of staff and we should have Secretary of Federal Government say they should put some young people into these different boards. When we see they never put people before. Not be welcome development be that. Not be waiting the fight for that.
Young people, real young people. You know, we fake that.
Young people with
which kind of young people?
We fake that. They fake age.
Sorry, you get if I want laugh, where? You get 3 photographs that is you did my phone. One man at 71, one woman at 70. Then the Oga of them will come 69. From the picture, you go laugh here.
How?
I don't want to mention their names.
I know, but why you say why you go
say young people now. Out of this, you be young person. No, back to it, sir.
So how you feel when you hear that news? Say, yes, heads of agencies to include young people with requisite skills and experience in boards and committees of federal government.
Yes, you know, it's a good thing to say the president talk about.
No, they break.
And for me, most time I did reluctant to criticize president many a times. I
Why?
Criticize them, but not too much because I know say they lead a difficult country. My brother, Prof. Frank, just speak on NNPC people. Thank God they come with on down some say they try because Nigeria has been a mono economy, and the people who they do the work are NNPC people. Where you know they don't know it be. People like who just say if you just travel tomorrow, they don't do this, do that. When they don't do that, because it's the code word alone are issue to deal with. If you go your profession now, that academic aspect, which will be the bedrock of whoever go NNPC, who they government, who they study that. Many universities don't stand. They defend on the undefendable. The primary bedrock of who will make us who we are, because wisdom and academy, now they make you a complete man. The academic system, they always bring out bad products. People will graduate, they're not reading and write. Now only this Nigeria. So if you want to throw blames, you go cover everybody, including the academians and those in
No, we will not go to that one. Who knows ability that right? Don't be university.
No, see, now I tell you.
See, this teacher do your. No, who knows ability that right? Don't be university.
Well, a lot of people there.
I mean, see, teacher do your.
A lot of people there. We don't go through political systems. We don't do certain public whatever. When they query certain things, where they get, you see say katakata, and these people go through academics platform. So to me, to answer the question directly, are they happy? Say the president is talking in that direction. And then will take the lead too. Because we really get young, intelligent people where they do the work. Not be to just sit down and hold position as the Oga, that be the issue. Because sometimes a lot of these people memory they very slow. But because they not say young people not get
a lot of quick people memory.
Huh?
A lot of people memory.
I say elderly people, some of their memory they slow. But they not agree say the memory slow. Because of probably the gains where they get. If they can allow or gradually bring in young people to play roles in all these different parts.
Not to write them down.
No, that is all activated. Yeah. We go see say the country will grow because all these countries will succeed. Now young people and they drive them. So at the end of the day, I just pray, say the full approach that they use for this fear issue, they resolve them on time so that they cannot go back and do the needful. Whether those will get the quarantine, thank God say never to go out and they never destroy cars because it is say destroy our own now. And not for the studio. We can have a very big problem. Very, very big.
right,
Thank God for government effort.
I'm going to wrap up the program today. Frank, just one last word. Advice.
To say me, you do closing prayers.
Okay, no.
You do your hand.
No. Just one last word.
Okay, what happen for Nigeria now? It's good as they talk true. I like that one where say they forget to check meet and all. Does it not talk the truth before no know?
Yes.
If you all come with one thing now, say now one political party go do the happen in Nigeria, how they get wahala.
Yes.
So I thank federal government and NFPC say they agree, say they not check meet and all. And the best way to tell resolve the matter, make them do one. Whether to go dilute, because for science now, if you do what called dilution factor,
yes.
that 20%, if you dilute down to the percentage, you get like 2 or 3%.
Yes.
If you dilute them, they bring them back to the society. So I thank them for that, but I'll thank them more if more cars not damage.
Thank you.
Yes, I will quickly wrap up by reference to the appointment where President recommend. I will not say I say now daybreak. When it's night, his late hour, he can't they bring out papers. All the papers, the day table since. Now you will not say now young brain, now you will use. President will talk say, oh, I don't know say now so age will do me. Wait till I for do he can't they do like this. He can't they do like this. Now because they read paper say now young people really get what it take to take Nigeria there. But now as we prepare for 2023, please all the old cargoes make them go one side though. Let the young people come up.
You agree with her? No, you agree with her? No, wait. You agree with her? Maybe the old cabos.
No, I agree. If he put them in a much.
Okay, no, you agree with her? Okay.
I agree in totality. Say, may the elderly people,
May they shift.
may they relax. Because elders will get resources where those will not get resources where they are thinking along the same line. When they see Premier League football as they play ball, when they're young, 16, 17, 18, they get injury, then they don't heal.
Yes.
It takes longer for older person to heal. Although Nigeria are a broken society to a large extent, one day God will intervene. Those where they speak truth, where they talk truth, where even get the courage to speak up, where all of them will just go one side, they go against them. A time will come, more of those military soldiers we mean well, not be conservative, we high this side progressive. Genuine conservative, go no say it will be better for us as people to develop progressively than to be retrogressive where conservative high this side progressive. So that is the day I'm looking forward to.
Well, so let's go join us this evening for the program. With the original from Independent Television and the program now Uduota. We've already discussed so many issues today. By Monday we'll be here. This time around, we want to really look at what they make in young people to go into ritual killing on Monday. I will open the lines for another day, and a lot of people will contribute from different parts of the world. Until then, gentlemen, I salute and I say, good night and have a splendid weekend.